Hi, welcome back to another game of Play Action Football Express. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the co-creator, co-designer of this game, at least the Express version. And the other guy who helped me was Jason Graham of the at Jason Flash Football YouTube channel. So make sure you go and check out Jason's channel. He's been playing some boxing lately and has some new updates to his own football game. He's a designer as well and has been creating games much longer than me and very veteran to the game creation field. Has a lot of great thoughts about how to build career mode games and games that are just flat out fun to play. We are going to continue our 2045 season. This will be the end as we go into the 2046 season. We need to do the off season. 34-31, Las Vegas won the last championship game. They've now won 2 championship games in a row since the restructuring after the 2043 season. So what we do in the off season is we look at their offense and defense, and we're going to run this off season chart here. So basically a 2 to 12 roll. You see, did the defense or offense gain any points, any value, and then make that change. 7 is no change. All teams have to roll off of this chart. So if you get offense -1, they would just go down to a 2 and a 0. That's just how it's simulating things that happen in the off season, right? So if your defense all of a sudden gives +2 to the defense, then that's just you lost some defensive players or something happened. A team with a winning record has to roll off the off-season chart, but they can buy extra re-rolls using credits, and those credits are given based off of the number of wins. So 7 wins is 7 credits. The credits don't carry over, so use them or lose them. A team with a losing record is allowed 1 free roll from the off-season chart. So they get 1, everybody gets 1 roll. Losing teams get an extra re-roll before they have to start purchasing. And then if they want to buy any more re-rolls, they would have to purchase them using credits. You can buy re-rolls, hire coaches, sign new place kickers. Here's our place kickers here. So let's say you have a 90-70. That's the worst place kicker. You might as well shell out the 2 credits. Just anybody else, you'll either wind up with the same or you'll wind up with a better kicker. So just kind of, different types of strategies there. If you have a 100 and an 80, there's only one that's better. Do you want to risk that, whatever that is, 5 out of 6 chance that you're going to get either the same or worse? So gotta kind of think about that stuff. Teams can only make 1 off-season chart change in a season. So that means whatever you do, whatever your roll is, you roll once and your offense gets a +1. You roll a second time and your offense gets a -2. You're stuck with the -2. So you don't get to choose. It's a risk-reward situation that if you want to take the risk, then whatever you get is what you get. So if you don't have any more re-rolls or ability to get re-rolls, whatever you got last is what you're stuck with. So you have to be a little bit careful about what you do in the off season. Let's start this off with Vegas. So after the season, I like to cut my cards out. This is the 2044 set. You can see San Diego went from a 2 and a 0 to a 3 and a 0 in this new season. 8 and 2 both seasons. This is 2044. If I ever wanted to go back and play a greatest of or just replay games, you could do that. So let's take a look at Vegas first. They are the champs. They're a 3 and a -1. So they can't get any better on offense. They can only get worse. Can get a little bit better on defense. So let's take a look. We have a 5. A 5 says offense +1. So that effectively means no change for them. So 3 and a -1. They don't get an extra reroll. They'll have to pay for that. So they're going to pay for one. So 2, 3. So they're going to take 4 credits and they're going to reroll, try to get a little bit better on defense. A 6, roll again. A 10, defense plus 1. So they actually get worse on defense and they're going to take their credits again. So now they're a 3 and a 0 because they're a plus 1 on defense. That means they got worse on defense. And this is their final. So offense plus 1. So basically they're just going to stay at a 3 minus 1. So they'll take offense plus 1. They'll stay at a 3 and a minus 1. They're pretty happy with their kicking situation. There are 2 kickers better than them, but they're going to not take a chance there. So San Diego will be up next. So no change. 3 and a minus 1 for Las Vegas. San Diego. 8 credits. Their first roll. A 12. Offense minus 2. So that puts them at a 1 and a 0. They're going to re-roll, use 4 credits. An 8 is to roll again. 9, defense minus 1. That was a good one. So they're going to go, they don't keep the previous roll. So the 3 and minus 1. So they also are going to be like Las Vegas. So 3 and minus 1. Couple of really good teams. Portland. Portland is a 2 and a minus 1. During the season, they had an issue with their defense and went down to a 0. So they're a 2 and a minus 1. A 3 is offense plus 2. So that takes them to a 3 minus 1. They've got just 3 credits, so they can't do a reroll. They could sign a new kicker, but they're not going to do that. So they're going to be standing pat. So 3 teams at 3 on offense, minus 1 on defense. So this should be some shootouts. Seattle next. Seattle a 2 on offense, 0 on defense. We get an 8, roll again. 7 is no change. Now Seattle has 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. They're going to do a reroll. They're not going to take no change as their final answer, but they're going to have to. That's a 7. Means no change. So a 2 and a 0 for Seattle. A lot of offense here in the league. And San Francisco is up next. San Francisco improved for the 2045 season to 1-1, and their record went up to 5-5. So 7 is going to be no change. And they have a losing record. Oh, they don't have a losing record. So no change for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to take 4 credits and roll again. A 5 is offense plus 1. So they improve. Maybe good drafting as they go to 2 and minus 1. So everybody getting just a little bit better. The league, as it goes along, gets some improvements. LA, tough year, no wins. They're going to get a roll here. That's no change. Oh, man, it's tough for Los Angeles. They get their free reroll. A 10. 10 is defense plus 1. That's not any better. So LA is going to stay at a 0-0, and they are in the doghouse. Really, they're the ones that caused the restructuring as they cheated. So maybe this is a little bit of karma that's coming back to them. So Vegas is a 3 and minus 1. San Diego 3 and minus 1. Portland 3 and minus 1. Seattle 2 and 0. San Francisco 2 and -1, and LA pulling up the rear at 0 and 0. Let me put you on hold, and I will fill out our new cards, and we'll get kicked off for the 2046 WCFL season. Right, and we are back. Our new 2046 cards are filled out. This one. So the WCFL in 2046, Vegas, San Diego, and Portland, all 3 on offense, -1 on defense. Seattle, 2 on offense, 0 on defense. San Francisco, 2 and a -1. And Los Angeles is a 0-0. Let me switch over here real fast, and we will run through the new season, and we'll see how things go. Remember, we'll have the midseason action roll, so we'll see if there's any chaos or strangeness that happens at the midseason point. But the next thing we'll see is the online game simulator for play action football. All right, and we are locked and loaded for the new season. Week number 1 is going to see Seattle at Las Vegas. So a 2-0 for Seattle at Las Vegas, who is a 3 and a -1. That was 34-17. Sorry, I did that really fast. 34-17 to the home team, Las Vegas. And it'll be Portland at LA in game number 2. 3 -1 at a 0-0. 49-16. That's a drubbing. As LA takes one on the chin, San Francisco at San Diego, 2 -1 at 3 -1. Should be a good game. 24-14, that goes to San Diego. And Las Vegas, Portland, and San Diego all 1-0 after the first week of the season. Portland at Las Vegas, 3-1 against a 3-1. Should be a good one. 35-10 to Las Vegas. San Francisco and Seattle. So 2 -1 at Seattle, who is a 2-0. 41-24, San Francisco taking care of business on the road. That -1 defense helps out. San Diego at LA, 3-1 at 0-0. 41-10 drubbing. LA now 0-2, San Diego 2-0. San Francisco at Las Vegas, 2 -1. This is week 3. Oh, 28-17 as San Francisco hands out Vegas's first loss of the season. Vegas now 2-1. San Diego at Portland, 3-1 at 3-1. Oh, 38-26. San Diego stays hot. LA at Seattle. It's going to be a 0-0 at a 2-0. Should be offensive fireworks. 21-10. Seattle gets the win. That's their first victory of the season. LA takes their 3rd straight loss. Week number 4 is San Diego at Vegas, 3-1 at the 3-1. $35-21. San Diego stays hot. Vegas drops their 2nd straight game. LA at San Francisco, 0-0 at 2 and -1. 20-13. San Francisco squeaks by Los Angeles. Battle of the I-5. 13. And Seattle against Portland, 2-0. Portland is a 3 -1. Okay, so we got an overtime game. So each team scores. We get a TD on the final drive to even it up. Oh, and then they kick a field goal. Portland with the win, 31-28 over Seattle. Good win from Portland as they snatched victory from the jaws of defeat in week number 4. We go to week 5, LA at Las Vegas. We expect this to be a drumming. 49-13. We are not disappointed. At least they didn't give up 77 like they did the previous season. San Diego beat Portland 77-44. A barrage of three-pointers. Seattle at San Diego 2-0. 2-0 at 3-1. 65-31. Youch. Seattle's defense not providing much resistance there. Only one drive in the whole game where they didn't score. Where San Diego didn't score. Portland at San Francisco. Portland is 3-1. San Francisco is 2-1. 59-35. Portland. Don't hurt them. So Portland gets their 3rd win of the season. All right, so let's tally up our mid. Let's tally up our mid. So let's go back over to a new scene. Let's see, let's put that up there. Yeah, let's see if we get that picture a little bit better. Well, picture's not great, but we'll roll with it. All right, so we got. We'll start with Vegas. Las Vegas. 1, 2, 3 wins, so they go 3-2. San Diego would be next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-0 for the San Diego Surf. Portland 1, 2, 3 wins, 3-2. Seattle maybe. Seattle wins 1-4. San Fran, they win 1, 2, 3, 3-2. So we got a lot of teams bunched up in the middle here, and then LA is 0-5. All right, so we're moving on to the second half of the season. Well, actually, let's do our mid-season roll. So we're going to do the mid-season roll here. We got our 2d6s, so that's all you need. A 2 to 12 roll. We'll add these two together. First up will be the Gamblers. And 8 is no change. San Diego. A 12, a rash of season-ending injuries hits the defense. Defense +2. So they're going to go down to a 0. So they're going to play at 3-0 for the rest of the season. Tough defensive time for them. A 5 for Seattle. Key defensive backup performs well. Defense -1, so they move to a 2 and -1. That might change the season for Seattle. Seattle currently 1-4. Let's see how that affects them going on through the rest of the season. 6, no change for Portland. San Francisco. Key offensive rookie steps up and plays well. Offense +1, so San Francisco goes to a 3-1. Could change their fortunes as well. San Francisco is 3-2. That might put them right in it. And LA, poor LA, no change at the midseason. LA cannot catch a break. They are the San Francisco of the new millennium. All right, so we go to the second half of the season. We got a little bit of a different field here. 3 and -1 for Vegas, 3-0 for San Diego, 2 and -1 for Seattle as they get better on defense. Portland, 3 and -1. San Francisco moves up to a 3 and a -1, and then LA 0-0. They will be everybody's punching bag. All right, let's get back over to our game simulator. All right, and we are back at the game simulator. Week number 6 will be Las Vegas at Seattle. All of a sudden, this game a little bit closer, 3-1 to a 2-1. 2 and minus 1. 27-22 as Seattle gives Vegas all they can handle. So Vegas comes away with a win. Almost gave up the farm there in the second half. It'll be LA at Portland. 0-0 at a 3 and minus 1. 40-10. San Diego at San Francisco. San Diego a 3 and a 0 now. San Francisco a 3 and a minus 1 here in the second half of the season. 48-41 in a shootout. Tide might be turning against San Diego. We'll have to see. San Diego 5-0 in the first half. They were 0-1 here to start the second half. Week 7, Vegas at Portland. 3-1 against a 3-1. Oh, home field advantage, 49-41. As Portland comes away with a victory. They are 2-0 to start the second half, 5-2 overall now. Seattle at San Francisco, 2-1 at a 3 and minus 1. 28-20, San Francisco with the victory. San Francisco now 2-0 out of the gate. They have moved up to 5-2 as well. San Diego at home against LA. 0-0 for LA. San Diego is now a 3-0. Expect some fireworks, 42-17. That's what we get. San Diego with their first win of the second half. They're now 6-2. No, 6-1. Las Vegas at San Francisco starts week 8. 3 and minus 1 at 3 and minus 1. Good game here, but Las Vegas comes out 41-21. As those two teams split the series. Road team won both of those games. So Portland at San Diego. 3-1 at 3-0. Got a lot of really good offensive teams. 55-38 Portland. Lays it on them. Seattle at San Francisco. 2 and minus 1 at 3 and minus 1. Another good one. 28-13. Oh, you know what? That was Seattle at LA. Seattle at Los Angeles is a 0-0. 37-30. LA gives them all they can handle. As the hometown crowd try to get them through, but they drop by 7 points to Seattle. Las Vegas at San Diego. 3-1 at 3-0. Could be some fireworks here. 45-21 as San Diego hands out a loss to Las Vegas. San Francisco at LA. 3-1 at 0-0. That battle not as close as it used to be. 48-16. San Francisco with the win. LA still without a win on the season. They're 0-9. Portland at Seattle. So 3-1 at 2-1. Ooh, 37-14. Seattle hands out a loss to the Portland team. That's 2 wins in a row for Seattle. And week 10, Vegas at LA. They get a bunny here at the end. 31-24 that they always have a hard time with LA here at the end. Sometimes they lose. Sometimes it's just close like this, but Vegas pulls out the victory. San Diego 3-0 at Seattle, who is a 2 and minus 1. This is a bit of a trap game for San Diego. Let's see if they come out with the victory. They do not. 56-38. So Seattle with 3 wins in a row to end the season, and we'll see how that affects the playoff race. San Francisco at Portland is the final game. So 3-1 at 3-1, and this is a showcase game for the league. 59-45, good Lord. And San Francisco comes away with a victory. They end the season 4-1 in the second half after starting 3-2. So, all right, let's tally it all up for the second half. All right, and in the second half, Las Vegas, they win 1, 2, 3 games. They go to 6-4. San Diego, they win 1, 2, just 2 games, so they wind up 7-3. Who would be next? San Francisco made a run there, so they win 1, 2, 3, 4 games. They wind up 7-3. Portland, 1, 2, 3. They win 3 games. They go 6-4. And Seattle, they win 1, 2, 3 games. So they wound up 4-6. As they started 1-4, having that -1 on defense helped them out a lot. San Francisco, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. LA is last, and they did not win a game. They got pretty close here within a touchdown. So competitive in a couple of games, uncompetitive in the others. So they go to 0-10 for a second straight season. I think after 2 0-10 seasons, they're going to have to hire a new coach. So we have 2 teams 7-3, San Diego and San Francisco. So San Diego back in the championship game. This time San Francisco makes a run, as they started pretty well, 3-2. But then they went 4-1 in the second half with that 3 and -1. They had some offensive performers step up, people that we weren't expecting at the midseason, and they wound up with that midseason role affected things, which is the whole reason I wanted to do that midseason role. Anyway, so you got these 2 in the championship game: San Diego at San Francisco. Okay, so it's here. San Diego, they split. San Diego scored 65 points, 58, 62. So San Diego will be the home team as they put up more points than San Francisco, and we'll see how that affects the championship game. So let me play out the championship game using the drive-by-drive charts. All right, and we are back for the championship game. It'll be San Francisco at San Diego. San Francisco is going to be a +3, so they're 3 on offense. San Diego has moved down to a 0, so both of these teams adjusted at the midseason. A rash of injuries for San Diego has hurt their defense. So San Francisco +3, San Diego is a 3 on offense, and San Francisco is a -1. So both of these teams have sort of flip-flopped, and San Diego now with only a +2. Let's see who gets the toss, I guess, and that's going to be the visiting team. They'll make San Diego go first. So San Diego first out of the gate. Kickoff return for a touchdown. There's not one. 13 is nothing. 13 + 2 is 15. That's going to be a quick tempo drive. Touchdown pass. This one has all the markings of a potential shootout. So 7 points as San Francisco takes a 7-0. Sorry, San Diego. San Diego takes a 7-0 lead. San Francisco will get the ball. The kickoff return, no touchdown. The 12 is nothing. 17 + 3 is 20. Play action bomb. Long touchdown pass. And both teams on the board quickly here in the first quarter. So I should have left that there. 7-7. Kickoff return, no TD. Second drive for San Diego. 10 is nothing. 16 plus 2 is 18. Flag thrown on a long TD pass. A 6 means the penalty is on the defense, and the result is a TD pass as the offense declines the penalty, takes the play. And the TD pass is going to go for 6. The extra point is good. And San Diego 14-7 now over San Francisco. Kickoff return 20. That's not anything. San Francisco on the move. 13 plus 3 is 16. Sustained 14 play clock chewing drive, and that's going to end in a TD run. The extra point is going to be good. And the first half ends with both teams scoring a touchdown. San Diego is going to have to skip the next drive, and San Francisco will have another drive. Second quarter. 13 plus 3 is 16. Another long drive. So ends in a touchdown run, and they're just chewing the clock. Nobody's business. So San Francisco, another long sustained drive. We're going to skip the next San Diego drive. So San Diego scored twice, but they've only had the chance to hold the ball twice. San Francisco with the ball. A 3 is nothing on there. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 blitz. Offense is stopped on third down. And finally, that bad San Diego defense forces a punt. But San Francisco is going to get the ball again to start the second half. It is 21-14. Oh, a 3. They needed a 2 for a run back. So close. San Francisco on their drive. A 7 plus 3 is a 10. Another blitz on third down stops them. And San Diego gets their first drive of the second half. They're down by a touchdown. 10 on the entry roll, nothing. 7 plus 2 is 9. Pass defended at midfield, and that's going to lead to a punt. So both teams locking down a little bit. San Francisco's second drive of the third quarter. A 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 is 4th and 2. We're going to roll a D10 and see what happens. Will they try for the first down or will they punt? They try for the first down. They go for it and get it, and they get a re-roll as they're rewarded for their risk. 8 plus 3 is 11. 9 play drive reaches the edge of field goal range, and that will be a long field goal. As they score 3, San Francisco does here in the third. They're up 24-14, so a 10-point lead. Let's get a kickoff. No return for a touchdown. A 9 is nothing. A 2 plus 2 is 4. Fumble in the red zone after a promising drive. Oh, boy. And that's going to be significant because it gives San Francisco a +1 on their next drive as San Diego gets shut out in the third. We go to the fourth. They're down by 10, and San Francisco has the ball. 16 is nothing. 5 plus 3 is 8. Another 4th and 2. Do they go for it or punt? It's a 9, and that's going to be a punt as the coach decides not to flirt with the lead. San Diego with the ball here in the fourth. 13 is nothing. 15 is a good roll. That becomes 17. A zone read breaks loose, and that's going to be a long touchdown run as they score the touchdown and the extra point. So San Diego back into it, 24-21. On the kickoff, it's San Francisco with a 4. Not what they need for a return, so play out their drive. San Francisco, a 12 is nothing. A 14 becomes a 17, and they also break a touchdown run, and that's going to break the backs of the San Diego offense as they give up a touchdown in a spot where they could not give up any points. So San Diego with the kickoff, no return for a touchdown. Their final drive, if they can score here, a touchdown, we'll give them one more opportunity at it. 11 is nothing. 9 plus 2 is 11. And that's going to be a long field goal. The long field goal is good. 10 plus 14 is 24. 10 plus 21 is 31. So 31, 24 is our final. And San Francisco, we have a new champion. San Francisco has never won a championship. In fact, they were in the doldrums the entire time before the restructuring. They get, at the midseason, they get an extra boost on offense. They go from a 2-1 to a 3-1. San Diego goes from a 3-1 to a 3 and a 0 after a rash of defensive injuries, like season-ending injuries, happened to them at midseason, and so they lose a little bit. They try to come back here in the fourth quarter with 10 points, but this dagger from San Francisco, a 10-yard or a TD run on their final drive, puts it away. So there you have it. New champion, San Francisco, wins the championship. And let's see what we got here. We got this. So let's mark everybody down. Las Vegas goes 6-4. San Diego, 7-3. Seattle, 4-6. Portland, 6-4. Just out of the playoff race. San Francisco, 7-3, and they are the league champs. And Los Angeles, 0-10. I think they're gonna fire their coach. So they're gonna be looking for a new coach in the off season. I'll give them the chance to do that after 2 0-10 seasons. Maybe that'll just improve things for them. We'll see. All right, so that is the 2046 season in the books. We've taken you all the way through the off season, the regular season, as we play out all the games using the game simulator online. And then we have our championship game, 31-24. San Francisco wins after blitzing San Diego in the first half with long drives. 2 long touchdown drives forced San Diego skips. You know San Diego would have scored with that offense of theirs, but the San Francisco offense kept them off the field, which is what you do when you have a good offense on the other side. You try to take as much time as you can, and that's just what happened here. They kept them to a couple of field goals, 1 field goal here in the second half, and only 10 points in the second half, so they evened them up 10-10 in the second half of the game. All right. If you are interested in purchasing Play Action Football Express, go to clarkandaddisongaming.com, and you can pick up either the 1983 or the 1976 NFL seasons. You'll get the season cards. They look like this, except they're pre-formatted with nice colors, and they're pre-printed with all of the NFL teams with their actual ratings, their base defenses, their run-pass ratios, their actual kicking at each of the different yardages. So you can get those. They come with each of the sets. If you purchase an Express season, you'll also get 20% off of any of the Play Action Football larger regular season sets. You'll also get the FAC decks in the Express game. And the FAC decks, I don't have them next to me, but they allow you to play the game with fast action cards, so no dice at all. And working on some new FACs that'll be print on demand. So you'll, just like on Base Baseball Pocket Edition, there'll be that quality of card, if you're familiar with that. And so it'll be excellent cards. They'll be easy to shuffle, very similar to what Al Wilson has with his new FAC decks. This deck is going to have all 3 decks. So the play heavy, the pass heavy, the run heavy, and the balance, all of them will be on 1 card. So you'll just have 1 deck, and you'll be able to play any of those styles of offense off of that 1 deck. It'll have the D12 roll, which is already on there now, and then we'll also have the D20 roll, where you'll be able to play this drive-by-drive game just with the FACs as well. So that was one of Jason's ideas. We've been talking back and forth a little bit on how to kind of maximize costs and minimize the amount of cards. If I did 3 decks, it was going to cost a lot more than anybody was willing to pay. So we sort of put our heads together, and we thought about this before, putting all 3 on the same card before, and I think this is a good solution, what I came up with. So I'll have to order that eventually and then get it sent here and then do the proofs and all that kind of stuff. But I posted a few images of what the box looks like online yesterday. And so it'll come in a nice tuck box, and you'll be able to put all the cards into the tuck box. And yeah, I think it'll be really good. So they'll be super durable. There's a UV coating, which keeps it from fading and also helps to protect the cards so that they just last longer and keep looking good while you use them. So don't know when that'll be done. Hopefully before Christmas. If you want to buy yourself a little Christmas gift or get something for somebody else, you'd be able to do that. No team will come with it. It'll just be the cards. But I'm considering putting these teams into that same format, that poker card format. So we'll be able to have some nicely bound teams as well that you could just purchase a team at a time if you want to, or a season at a time, not a team, but a season at a time. And so you'll be able to have that as well. All right. If you haven't clicked on subscribe, click subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, go to Facebook groups, look up Clark and Addison Gaming, answer a few questions, agree to the group rules. I'll be happy to let you in. We're up over 260 members now. And so join in with the people who are also playing not only Play Action Football Express, but they're playing and posting about on-base baseball and many of the other games that I make and sell at clarkandaddisongaming.com. All right, I think that's it from here. 31-24, San Francisco, the Miners with their first championship as they take out the San Diego Surf. San Diego, forever the bridesmaid, never the bride. And they are looking for their first championship still and came up short by 7 in this one. All right, I think that's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.